It was Dr. Fiala who first alerted his colleagues to the death of a 19-year-old girl in Vienna, Yasmin Soriat, after her second HPV injection.
I think it was half a year or so, or a year after the rollout, there were rumors of a death case. And I thought, if there is a death case already after such a short period, we really need to investigate that, because it could indicate that there is much more to come, and in which case we should really do everything to stop that as early as we could.
Yasmin's father told us his daughter used to come running here regularly, and that she was here the night before she died in her sleep of respiratory failure. She'd been suffering neurological symptoms for a while before.
I contacted a neurologist and asked him, listen, there is a very strange story here. We have a girl 3 weeks after vaccination. She had some neurological symptoms, and then shortly after she died from central nervous apnea. And he said, well, that lies within the typical time range we see after vaccination, which is about 2 to 6 weeks.
We contacted the government forensic pathologist, Dr. Johann Misliwetz, who was ordered by the court to do a second autopsy because the first couldn't establish a cause of death. Dr. Misliwetz has taken early retirement and lives on the outskirts of Vienna.
We first did toxicology and blood alcohol, which all was negative. So I also couldn't find a reasonable cause of death, but I had two suspicions. One is it's a genetic disorder of the heart, and the other one, it had to do with vaccination of the young girl.
When Dr. Misliwetz reported his findings to the drug regulatory authorities, he received many phone calls from senior members of the medical establishment in Austria.
Well, there was a lot of interventions. Many professors called me up, phoned me and said I should stop talk about vaccination deaths. I've been done thousands of autopsies, but nobody called me and nobody phoned me. This was extraordinary.
How did it make you feel?
Well, I wrote what I wrote, and it was my business, not theirs. But I was a little bit fed up.
Does Dr. Misliwetz think the HPV vaccine should continue to be rolled out across the world?
I think I don't know enough about it to make a decision between risk and benefit. That's what I would say. But my daughter asked me, and I asked her if she wanted a vaccination against HPV. She's a pharmacologist, and she said no.
Back to Professor Duisberg and his challenge to the science behind HPV. You've spoken in the past about how the body deals with human papillomavirus. Can you explain that? Is it just part of our dirty baggage, and do we just deal with it and then it goes away?
Typically, yes. We have done that for several hundred millions of years. We had wart virus infections, developed warts, the warts go away, and without any vaccine, we have lived millions of years that way.
What would you like to see happen about the HPV vaccine?
Yeah, of course, it should be stopped until they have proof that it protects against cancer. I mean, considering not only the cost, but the enormous, the highest side effects ever of any vaccine, they say in the US, by far the highest, more than all other vaccines combined, have less adverse effects than this one.